Hi, Pikarar. Hi, Max Black Cat. Thanks so much for joining again and again. Appreciate you all. Ooh, gotta fix my camera angle. Hello, hello. Happy Puglie Palooza. Happy Pride. And, my outfit is fire. Thank you so much. It is a happy coat. Oh my god. Yeah. It's like one of those, like, festive, like, happies? I think they're just called happies. That you wear to, like, the Japanese festivals and stuff like that. And it is really, like, lightweight and everything, but it is just so warm and hot today. Mac Daddy, hello, hello! Thank you so much for joining along! Pikarar, how are you guys? How is everyone today? It is like 26 or 27 degrees in Vancouver today, which is insanely hot. I don't have air conditioning in my old apartment, and it is I don't know. I'll see how long I can survive in this very thin coat. Because this is not, like, warm. It's not supposed to keep warm or anything. It's just really hot in my house. Next year, can we get a Pride-themed one, please? I will check if For Fans by Fans are gonna continue making these, and if they do, I will definitely be so down to make a Pride one. Actually, maybe I'll contact them. Maybe I'll ask them if they're interested in doing a Pride one, because that'd be really cute. With, like, my Pride roses in the back. And then just, like, Puglie rainbows all over. Ideas. I love that idea. I love your setup, too. Thank you so much! The behind me is all, like, Puglie themed because, like, my webcam is facing this way. And then in front of me is, like, my to-do list and, like, art from other artists that, like, keep me inspired and stuff like that. Oh, for now, I'll wear it all the time. Or for now, I'll wear it all the time. It's Pride every day. I'm good, I'm playing Genshin right now. Are you playing, like, on your phone, iPad, or are you doing it, like, on, like, PC? Well, anything, I guess. I tried to get into Genshin because so many people were into it, and I couldn't get through the tutorial, not because it was bad, but because I just detested tutorials that held my hand so hard. And I assume it needs to because there's so many, like, there's just so many things that you need to be aware of, like switching the characters, balancing all these, like, equipments and charms or whatever, and buffs. But I'm just like, just let me run around and kill things. I'll figure this out later, please. And then there was, like, so much story, and I'm like, I just want to hit things. This is, like, why I like Monster Hunter so much, because... And trust me, I know a lot of people do not like Monster Hunter because they feel like it's impossible to get into, and not a lot of things are explained at all. And there's no tutorial for Monster Hunter. But that's kind of what I like about it. It's like, if I make mistakes, that's on me. If I don't explore things, that's on me. Oh, 26 degrees Celsius. I was like, wow, that's cold. I wish... Wait, no. If it's Fahrenheit, that would be below freezing. So, I don't know. I prefer the cold much more than the heat. Even before my surgery, heat is just unbearable. Like, if it's cold, I feel like I can at least control it by, like, bundling up more and more. But with heat, it's like, I can't get any, like, cooler than being drowned in, like, ice-cold water and refilling that. And, I don't know, tearing off my skin. Now, I feel you. Genshin is complicated, but I definitely just run around and don't do story. And yeah, I just... there was just so much... Like, in the beginning, too, with, oh, what's that little... The really tiny character that's kind of like an android-y thing, that's kind of like, Navi, but a bit less annoying. Paimon, yeah. Paimon's, like, tutorializing you, telling you the story and stuff, and I'm just like, Paimon, stop, please, I just want to go fight things. But alright, we got a lot to catch up on. I'm gonna chat while doodling and stuff. I'm like, shut up, Paimon, I want to kill. Yeah, where's the skip story button? Please, just let me keep pressing it. Alright, let's switch to the live draw cam, because for this Twitch stream, it is round 2 of the Request to Sketch for Puglie Palooza. I'm gonna try to get... Last time we got 4 doodles done. This time I'm gonna try to do 4 or 5, and let's see how this goes. There was a total of like 30 something requests or 40 or so, and I'm like, oh, that was a lot more than I expected. But let's see which one we're gonna choose for this time. I just want to kill stuff and hoard loot. That's what I want. Puglie at a pool wearing floaties. Oh, that's gonna be so cute. Okay, I need to think. Because, like, Puglie has useless arms. Like, just absolutely useless arms. So, it's like... Either I draw really big floaties, where his arms don't even extend out of, or... You know what? I think I got an idea. Alright, Puglie at a pool wearing floaties. Let's go. And I will swerve you guys slightly to... So I'm still in angle, and I'm not showing my kitchen. But yeah, I love open world exploration. Yay, that's mine! Yay! Oh, I'm so glad! I love open world explorations just because I like running around. And okay, I personally don't like dungeon crawlers. Like, I don't know, I'm in an apartment, like, for, I would say, 100% of my time. And it's like, oh, to escape into a video game, let's put you into another dingy, small, apartment-looking thing, where things are trying to kill you. And I'm like, I'm supposed to escape this realm, you know? So, that's why I really prefer open-world games that are just set outside. So then it's like, oh yeah, I'm exploring like this forest or whatever. Alright, let's see. Oh, got stuck on my stylus. Let's see where the optimal drawing area is. It's right here. Let's go. And that is the wrong brush. And yeah, I just love, like, why is my brush doing this? Hello? Where are you? Okay, there we go. And I just love killing monsters and hoarding monster loot. Even better if there's a crafting system in the game that utilizes the monster loot. I just feel like it's all connected. Like, some things can be sold for money, and then other things, it's like, oh, it's to make your armor, or to upgrade it, or add a special effect to this. And I'm like, yeah, that's dope. I feel like the world actually has more depth and meaning with that. You're just talking about Genshin, though. I know, maybe I should just power through the tutorial. Maybe I should just go do that again. Quantinator, hello! Thanks for joining again! And again and again. So, like, with monster drops in Genshin, like, are there monster materials? Like, I don't know, toenail of this thing or whatever. And do you make equipment with that, or is it just all for sale? I know there's, like, a pay aspect to it and, like, the whole gachapon aspect, but, like, I don't think I really care too much about it. I spent 2 hours being like, I wouldn't play this game. Now I pay a monthly subscription. Oh no! They got you. They got you good. Mel, hello! Thanks for joining again. I knew it was going to be a game that I would be addicted to, but wow, that tutorial just steered me clear so hard. But perhaps this is time, again, to try it. Does anyone else here play Genshin, or is Super... Oh, it's not Palooza! It's PPZ! Exclamation mark PPZ! How are you? How's everything with Puglie Palooza? It has been super good. It's completely blown me out of the water. There were some definite issues that were completely human error on my part. Such as, I take back my disappointed noises. Um, Shopify has this stupid system. I personally think it's a stupid system. I think it's to prevent, I guess, like abuse of the discount system. But essentially, if you have an automatic discount turned on, it will nullify all other discounts that you have set that are like allowed for code. Okay, there's a really wide Puglie. Let's just cinch him up a little bit. And in preparation for Puglie Palooza, usually I do things in order. Like I have a to-do list of things, but sometimes if it's just like a really small task, I try to get out of the way. And I guess one of my tasks was to just create a discount code for the first day of Puglie Palooza. And I had made it an automatic discount at the time, thinking, oh yeah, like this makes sense. Everyone's eligible for 5% off on the first day. And unbeknownst to me, that nullifies all the codes. I also completely forgot that it existed. So in the very beginning of it, some people that have a special code for a bigger discount were not able to use it, and I didn't properly wake up until noon, because the day before the launch of Puglie Palooza, I had just gotten my first dose of the COVID vaccine, Pfizer, and I was just Beth was thankfully there to launch the store and answer any like immediate social media questions. Like she took care of Puglie Palooza's launch, which I'm super grateful for. So everyone send good energy to Beth. She is just amazing. But I definitely made sure to give myself time to rest in case I had any symptoms from the vaccine. And I feel like that morning I was just especially tired. Like I woke up and I was able to answer some messages, and then I just kind of like fell back asleep without even knowing it. So I didn't wake up until noon, and that's when I saw all of Beth's messages with a lot of people asking like, oh, can these discounts stack? I can't seem to use my discount and stuff like that, and I'm like, this something's wrong, like, this shouldn't be happening. And then that's when I found out, like, Shopify really shot me in the knees there. So afterwards, I went through all the orders manually and messaged people that should have been able to use a discount code, but either couldn't or didn't try. And then I asked them, like, I can refund you the difference, because at the end of the day, yes, Puglie is what I need to survive. I need money to survive. I need money to pay my team. But at the same time, I want to do right by you guys. If I offer you a discount and I know that people aren't going to use a discount later on when they already bought all the things that they wanted, I want to do right and give you guys the best deal that I was comfortable with giving anyways. So it just made sense. So that was a lot of manual work and a lot of, like, feels bad. Woof. Shopify can be annoying sometimes, and there are some straightforward things they don't provide. Yes. Oh my god, yes. One of my biggest issues is definitely that. I feel like Shopify as a system was created first and foremost for apparel brands and, like, brands that actually sell bigger, like, or medium-sized products, things that would be put into packages. So when I first looked into Shopify, there was no support for anything that was even remotely close to, like, stickers or small keychains and earrings and stuff like that. And the cost of Shopify, at first, it's fair. But then when you get into it and you realize that there's so many basic things that Shopify does not offer, and you have to end up either searching really hard for a free app that can do what you want it to do, or pay a monthly fee for an app that does what you want it to do, it just adds up so much. And one of the issues why I didn't move to Shopify sooner was because, again, their shipping service was not at all supportive of things like stickers or even like letter mail per se, postcards and stuff like that. And when I first did my research, the closest app that I could find costs $38 a month. And that's on top of the Shopify subscription fee. And I'm like, no, this is so not worth it. So one of my biggest advice for anyone starting out their own shop is to look towards things like Store Envy, Big Cartel, maybe Squarespace. I don't know, I hear so many people advertising it, it's already gone into me. I'm not advertising Squarespace, I'm not sponsored at all by them. But just don't use Shopify for your first go-to, even if everyone does. Unless you're like really established and you have the capital to kind of like throw around a bit, because it's just better to figure out your bearings before paying for it. Let's see. Oh, yeah, a lot of people said they felt so tired after the vaccine. Hi, Peggy. Peggy actually got a small fever the day after the vaccine, but I think she's feeling better. Overall, I got like a sore arm and maybe some tiredness, but I don't know. I don't want to jinx it. I know some people have gotten the post-vaccine symptoms like a day or two after the vaccine. So I don't know, I might get blindsided with like a fever or something. But fingers crossed I don't. Hello, Gaming Comics. Thanks for joining along again. Ouch, that's a lot. It is. It's just, Shopify bare bones is alright, but there's a lot of neat perks that you can obviously add. Like, their app store has a lot of, this app can help you create those pop-ups that show how many people are online at the moment, or buying, or whatever. Or like, we can create like a recommended page, kind of like what Amazon does. And that's all really cool. But, yeah, some really basic functions, unless you know your way around code, is just no. And even so, like, you have to learn their language of code too, which is Liquid. Alright, I want floaties on this little guy. So, I haven't... I want to look up pool floaties, cause pool floaties look so fun. Taking it easy and staying hydrated is best. Absolutely. Oh, but how else is everyone doing? Those that have joined just now, how are you? It has been a really, really hectic first week of June and last week of May, but of course, that's what I signed up for with Puglie Palooza, so here I am. Okay, when I thought of pool floaties, I thought of like the things that are on the arms. I'm gonna draw both. I'm gonna draw the thing around the waist and on the arms, but they're not showing me either or. So just okay, got this little floaty. But I gotta admit, there's some, after Puglie Palooza, the team and I, mostly, honestly, the team, I'm putting the team on a 1-week vacation. Beth and Zen have just been hauling so hard to make Puglie Palooza a success, a thing, and I am so grateful for them. Like, of course, they remind me, like, you should pay us, but, like, I don't know, for me, it's different, because this is my passion project, this is my baby, and to have people that are not only experts in their field, but also put that amount of like attention and care into something that, you know, is realistically my thing. I'm very grateful for that, and you know, I've been in jobs before where it's corporate and you don't feel appreciated, and or it forget appreciate, you don't even feel respected, and I hear horror stories about that a lot too, and I hope I never become that. I hope anyone that ever works for Puglie, or technically like under me, never feels that way. And yeah, I just feel like we did a lot in preparation for this event, and we all need a break. And I'm also gonna take a small break. Obviously, Puglie's not gonna come to a grinding halt because I have shop orders, but definitely going to take it easy, recalibrate the goals and the path that I want to go with Puglie. Definitely one of the biggest goals is the comic that I've had sitting in the back burner for a long time. And, yeah, just go from there. My arm looked like a Lyme disease rash days after the vaccine. I'm good, though. Oh, no. Yeah, I heard, like, the nurse was very thorough, and, you know, she's like, these might be the side effects. Like, we had a whole pamphlet and everything that we could get. And, you know, you could get fevers and chills, you can get swollen lymph nodes, a rash, or whatever. And, yeah, I don't think I've observed anything, so far. But I'm glad it cleared up for you. Love arm floaties. They're just so nice and cute and wholesome. Okay, I need to fix the angle of this one, though. This one's, like, with the way I drew it, it's almost like his arms are facing forward, but I want them more, like, spread back. Congrats on a wonderful Puglie Palooza launch. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. And thank you, of course, for your support. Max Black Cat, Quantinator, Gamey, everyone. Just thank you so much for your support throughout all this. I really, really appreciate it. I hope all of you got a chance to go check out the Artist Alley, because there are definitely some amazing artists in the Artist Alley. And also, if you're curious at all into, I guess, how I planned and created the whole detective game, there's a new blog post in the donut box, and it's exactly that. It's a hopefully quite a thorough and realistic portrayal of how I created the detective game and the planning that went behind it. Okay, there we go. So Puglie's just kind of floating with this one, and then this one can show more of the floaty because it's more at the front. I can't wait. I can't wait. There's a small thing, like, Puglie Palooza is the biggest event that I think I would ever plan. But then otherwise, for other store launches, I want to do like a small Pride thing to bring out the other Pride designs that I've done before. And, let's see. Sorry, I'm just like trying to make this look a bit less like Jello. I'm still waiting on a very specific product for my fundraiser to stop Asian hate. I know there's just so much going on in the world right now, and I hate to say this or frame it in such a way, but it's almost like things have, like, there's other things to fundraise for, like the Israel and Palestine, or like the indigenous things, especially with the discovery of like 215 child remains underneath a residential school and everything. Like, there's so much bad in the world. But I've had this planned out for a long time. It's something I really want to do, and of course, if it's not obvious enough, I am Asian, and the rise in Asian hate crimes has definitely affected me. Not that I'm a receiver of any of it, but it scares me. Like, my parents, my nieces, brother and sister-in-law, my entire family, and just I really feel so angry and sad for mostly the women that are the same age as my mom that were being attacked. So that's why I still really want to create a whole fundraiser to stop Asian hate. Well, not to stop it entirely, but to, you know, drum up something and donate it to an organization that will hopefully do a lot more than what I can in my capacity. But yeah, I ideas. And then I still want to do that pizza thing where you create your own Puglie pizza and so many things. I'm a bit warm after the vaccine, but it might just be the hot weather. Yeah, it's hard to tell, right? But I definitely know it's the hot weather for me, because I feel fine, completely fine otherwise, and I hope I'm not jinxing myself. Your blog post is so thorough. I felt like I time traveled and was going through the process with you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. I really try to document as much as I can and remember earnestly like what I did or what happened during that time. And I guess realistically with my blog, I also want to be honest with I guess how it made me feel, and like why you should like avoid feeling this way, you know? Like it's not always like, oh, this is super fun and this is super hype, and if you're not having fun, don't do it kind of thing. It's like, even if you have these goals that are supposed to be fun, sometimes they're gonna feel like a chore, and sometimes they're gonna really stress you out. And I can't say that it's normal, but it can happen, and so be prepared for that. And here's how to hopefully avoid that feeling if you do go down that route. Hello, how are you? Oh no, I'm sorry. It's so horrible. Christina, hello. Thank you so much for joining along. I am doing fantastic. I'm very warm. It's very stuffy at my home, and it's 27 degrees Celsius in Vancouver right now. So overall, it is just very, very moist around me. But I am overall doing very well. I'm super happy with how Puglie Palooza has launched. All things considered, all mistakes made, I think it has been fun, and I hope you've been enjoying it too. So definitely happy Puglie Palooza and happy Pride. Ooh, let's see, Zerotonin. Thank you so much for putting along. I really appreciate that. There's so much happening, but nothing wrong with doing a fundraiser that speaks to you and what is important to you. Yeah, absolutely how I feel about that too. Like, I do sincerely hope people... It's weird. I wish I didn't have this fear or hesitance where... I don't know, I'm so afraid of being misunderstood. Like, it's, let's be honest, by the time this stuff comes, it's gonna be like July or August. You know, come July or August, I finally have the thing I've been waiting for. I do a Stop Asian Hate fundraiser. Potentially something else is revealed in the world that is also garbage, because there's so much. And I'm so terrified of people going like, why don't you care about this? Why aren't you raising money for this instead? You must not care about this movement or this thing if you are fundraising for this while this is happening. And it's like, no, I'm sorry. Like, I can't. I hope you're willing to listen, and I hope you understand that I've had this plan for a long time, and it means like a lot to me. And you know, if I have the capacity to do more, I would, but most likely I don't. So the most I can do is try to retweet people that have the capacity and the energy to create their own fundraiser for those movements, you know? So yeah, I feel like in a way it's an irrational fear, but it's very, it's like that time I saw this tweet where this person goes like, I like pancakes, and then the comment that they get back, like, this is just a theoretical tweet, by the way, it's not like a real thing. But it's playing on that whole idea where someone says, I like pancakes. And then someone comes in and it's just like, what? You hate waffles? And then the guy's like, no, I just said I like pancakes. What? That's a whole different sentence. And that's what really scares me. When people potentially come at me with bad faith, and it's like, I'm just trying to do as much as I can without, honestly speaking, like, destroying myself. Because there's a lot to go through. Let's see. Apparently Friday is National Donut Day. Ooh, thank you for the reminder. I'm gonna assume that Beth is already on that. I'm gonna assume so, but either way, Beth is just so much better at dates than I am. I don't know if you guys are as good as dates as I think most normal human beings are, but I'm awful at them. I can't remember. I don't think anyone remembers phone numbers now, so let's scratch that. I can't remember birthdays for most people. It took me a long time to know my family's birthdays, and it also took me a long time to remember my girlfriend's birthday. So I'm just awful with numbers. It's hard to change plans when you've already had other plans scheduled. Yeah, exactly. And especially when those plans are contingent on other things. Like, of course, for me, it's my manufacturer and the pandemic and all these other things. Yeah, it's like last year when I had Puglie Palooza planned out and it was ready to go, and then the murder of George Floyd happened, and then the BLM movement just rose up, and I didn't want to seem what would you call it, like, I didn't want to seem like I was flippant to the whole thing, right? Because obviously I cared a lot about it, but it's like I spent like 2 weeks planning this thing. I gotta launch this, and luckily I was able to do good by it, because with the overwhelming support I was able to donate some of that money to it, because I was at a better place with Puglie at that time. The pressure to fundraise for everything, yeah, or like to just spend that energy on so many things. Those people deserve some fishy butt on them, yeah. Just a smack with a big flap of tuna. Let's see. I wanna make this plump and round. And I think I can raise the line a little bit, since he's not, like, his angle is not that far down. So yeah, that's like, I guess, one of my worries. That, especially with Twitter, it's so easy and fast to just go at things with completely bad faith, like, oh, this person meant the worst kind of thing. And not giving even an ounce of, hey, like, this is my position, I'm not trying to be bad here, kind of thing. I don't know. I'm sure for the most part I'm overthinking it, but there's always that chance. Even though I'm white, I've been trying to get more involved in Stop Asian Hate movement. Oh, thank you so much. I mean, that's, I feel like that, to me, that means a lot too. When people of other races show that they care, and I mean, above all else, you're the best chance at making other people in, let's call it a community, your community, care. Because there's a chance that things can feel removed, like, oh, this doesn't affect me or whatever, but if you show how you care, why you care, then it just means so much more, I think. There's something wrong here, and I think it's because of my anatomy with Puglie. Let me just tilt this down a little bit, and increase this size a teensy bit. But yeah, it was a bit frustrating for me when during the BLM movement at its peak, at its strongest last year. I cared a lot about it, and there are obviously calls from other Asians to be like, hey, like, fellow Asians, let's rally together, let's stand up for this and stuff like that. And then it was so disappointing to see like the comments from other Asian people saying, like, this doesn't affect me, why would I care, or like, why should I care? And it's or they'll point out, like, oh, like, black people were racist towards me, why should I care for them, and stuff like that. And it's like, that's not the point. That's not like you should care because it's another human being. I don't know how else to convey this. You should care because in the hopes that, God forbid, something as heinous as this happens to someone in our community or someone that is affected by something like this. I think you would really appreciate too if a lot of people said, "Hey, this is wrong," and stood up for that. But yeah, I don't know. It's been a very tiring year to care, and I commend so many people. Like I have a friend, who I have to shout out. I do honestly have to shout out. Her Twitter is Normative. Sorry, not her Twitter. Her Instagram is Normative, and I just have to shout her out. And I have to adjust my 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 screen. She's an artist herself, and I don't know how she does it because she has a full-time job. She has like her own kind of brand, though she's not doing like that as a really full-time hustle or anything. But whenever things like this happen, she is on it. She creates a piece of artwork that is completely unrelated. Most of the time, it's completely unrelated to the movement. But it's just like she thinks this is neat. She thinks other people will enjoy it, and she'll create this artwork and create merchandise for it. And 100% of the proceeds from that merch for a limited time, the merch itself is limited time, will go towards whatever she's fundraising for, like a charity or organization. So she's done this for BLM, like a lot of BLM organizations. She's done this for Stop Asian Hate. She's done this for the Israel and Palestine. And and she's also done this for our local homeless shelters, especially at the beginning of the pandemic when like food and donations and all that was very scary. So if you love great art with a very, very good spin of chaotic energy, please go check out Normative. Yes, link to her IG. Thank you so much, MacMacDaddy. She's so fantastic, and I'm always just like buried in Puglie and emotions. And whenever I see her do these fundraisers, I try my best to like use my platform to share it and to be like, anyone interested in the Shrek art, because the Shrek art is going to a good cause. I just want to shout out more of that. So definitely, I really appreciate my friends that have the capacity, the energy, and the compassion to do all this. Let me... Fishy butt. Gross stuff, but with the butt glands. Yeah, I totally forget phone numbers. I only remember phone numbers from when I was young. Like my home phone number and my entire family's like cell phone numbers. And that's because back in the day, there were no phones. If you needed to call your parents, you would go to the office and use their phone. And then you had to remember those phone numbers to call home or call your parents. Fun times. But yeah, it's funny. A friend and I were just talking about this. And we only remember phone numbers from that time. But we only remember them in Cantonese. Like our mother tongue, I guess. And it's still... till this day, if someone asked me, like, oh, what's your mom's home phone number? I would have to stay silent for a little bit because I'm actually playing the sound in my head, like the Cantonese saying in my head, and then translating it to English. Let's see. Alright, let's add eyes to this little buddy. It's great to be/have allies and take turns shining the spotlight on those who have the focused energy for each movement, avoiding burnout and continue the momentum of each movement. Yes, absolutely. Like, I think one of the best things that I saw last year during the whole BLM movement was someone saying out loud, a movement is multifaceted. There's many roads to go, like, to move towards the goals that we're all aiming for. Like, there's charities and donations, there's, like, money you can give, there's organizations that you can volunteer at, there's, like, bringing awareness and shouting out, there's walking outside literally and protesting, there's protesting with your money, there's protesting online. There's so many ways to help. And I think just having someone of that community just say this out loud meant a lot, because it makes sense. Like, especially during the time of the pandemic, when I would have loved, I mean, not loved as in like, oh, this is fun, but like, I really wanted to show my support and go to the physical protests, but I am terrified of COVID. And I think most people are, but some people are, they don't have as much COVID anxiety as I do. But at least I can, like, share fundraisers, share donation links, do a fundraiser of my own, try to share as much, like, information and whatnot as possible, and hope I'm helping. Hi, 7 Pug Knight. I am doing great. And also, hi, Butai. Hello. I am doing great, as I have told many people in this chat. I am quite moist because it is very warm right now in my apartment and also outside of Vancouver. It's 27 degrees outside of Vancouver today, and it is, I don't know, probably 30 degrees in my very stuffy apartment. And all I have is, I mean, I can open more windows. I should have opened more windows, but I was just worried about the noise. Social Anxiety Club, hey, moist stream. Butai, how are you? Are you streaming later today? Yes, let's all be shiny together. The Shiny Club. Shiny and dehydrated. Yeah. Right now I'm drawing, well, hopefully by now it's obvious, Puglie in pool floaties. And, okay, now that I've straightened out my Cintiq, I can actually see how, like, angled I am. It's actually so hot today, yeah, and it's only going to get worse. Like, this is the beginning of June. This is the beginning of June, and it's already this hot. Like, please. Climate change. Stop changing. Change back. Someone just create something so diabolically good to help us, please. Like, in my time of moving out and living on my own, I've been so into trying to find ways to, like, save energy and stuff. Not only for my electric bill, but just wanting to feel good. And I tried to look into solar panels, but it turns out we have solar panel laws where it's like, oh, you can't store the energy that you create with solar panels. It has to go direct into something, and I'm like, oh, boo. It's the point. But I guess it's like, they don't want people that don't know what they're doing to have batteries and potentially have batteries explode or leak or whatever, so, yeah. I am also moist, and I'm over it. I feel you so much. I mean, I'm gonna assume, like, Hawaii is it's a tropical climate, right? So it's probably very humid and also very warm. Oh my god, you're baking, like, a Puglie donut so hot. Just add sprinkles to me and call it a day, everyone. Ooh, Butai, who's your next plastered and paint guest? Paint and plastered? Plastered and paint? Clearly, being plastered is the most important part for, to me. Oh yeah, and like through the recommendation of some other streaming friends, I'm trying out this new like audio like music streaming service called Pretzel Rocks. I don't know why the chat for Pretzel Rocks is not working, but essentially it's kind of like a Spotify but for live streamers. So all the songs in there are apparently like you're not gonna get DMCA'd for them. They're royalty free and they're safe for streaming and YouTube videos. So currently, I'm quite liking it. I can see why a lot of people recommend it. And there's a free version and a subscription version, and I am so far very, very happy with it. It is always a pleasure to see one of my reference artists, and Puglie, of course. Greetings from Argentina, bro. Hello, hello! Thank you so much for visiting from Argentina! Hello from Canada! Oh, man. Oh god, Putai, do you ever, I don't know if we talked about this, but do you ever get sweaty hands while you're drawing? Because it's so hot and humid? Oh yeah, we have trade wins usually too, but this week sucks! Another one of my IRL friends. I'm still working up the courage to interview Twitch friends. Aw, you have the courage, Putai, you have it! If you, if my internet doesn't die out, and if you ever want to have me, I'm just throwing this out there. I am always happy to be there, and of course, I'm sure Kenny is also, and you know what, I'm sure Carmen is also too. I'm just gonna throw Carmen into the mix. Okay, wait, what are trade winds? Is that like when the winds are coming in from opposite directions? I'm shy. I get it. I know. But one of those hats you own must give, like, plus 10 confidence, you know? There should be a hat, like the hat that, the type of hats that you have the chin strap of, and it's just like, it's two arms flexing on either end, and that should be your confidence hat. Maybe I need to go to a pool with floaties. Treat yourself. I'm looking at these reference pictures, and it's all like the floaties that are like the ones that you lie in, or like, you put your butt into, because the butt has a hole, and you get to dip your butt in the pool water. And I just want to go to a pool so bad. Just so bad. Oh, he's looking so cute. I just want to give him some... What if this Puglie is like he's on his way to the pool, like, oh, it's so hot. It's so hot. I need to go into the pool. Like, he's just like, he's running to the pool. Ah. Okay, I gotta fix his eye a little bit. I think one of his pupils is bigger than the other. Bro, yes, you guys are so awesome. I'll work up the courage eventually because I'd love to have you guys. Yes, whenever you're ready, whenever you feel comfortable, feel free to message us. I'm sure Carmen will be super down for it. And it's also been something I've wanted to do on my streams. Maybe like the first Wednesday of every month or something. Because I love having duo streams. I had duo streams consistently for a while. Back then when I crawled my ass back on the Twitch bandwagon, and they were fun because it was nice that I actually had a voice speaking back to me, and it was like a conversation, like basically a group conversation where we were having conversations with each other, but also reading chat and answering chat together and everything. It was just really nice. And at the time, it was kind of like an accountability thing for my friend. And I'm like, hey, what better way to be accountable than to have me and like 10 other people watch you draw? Alright, let me... Yeah, I think that's pretty solid. Alright, and this is... Oh wait, do I usually write the text? What? It's fine. What was the exact wording? Puglie at a pool wearing floaties. Puglie at a pool wearing floaties. Alright. Before I take Neuromotive off the screen, definitely check Neuromotive out. Again, she's an amazing, amazing, hilarious human being. I have had such a privilege getting to meet her and her group of friends. Conventions would not have the absurdly fun meaning that they have in my heart without Neuromotive and her fans at the OSC crew. Yes, I would love to see that. Yay! Alright, this is Pool Floaty Puglie. I can't wait. These are hopefully... So all these are hopefully going to be made also into stickers again, because I have limitless power with my homemade stickers. And one of these days I'm gonna have like a store theme or event where it's like Twitch. So my Twitch emotes, if I get around to subscription badges, anything that I've made for Twitch or on Twitch that is remotely Twitch related, I'm gonna make into stickers and I don't know, maybe something else, and hopefully that'll be the theme. Oh my god, Triple P, Paint and Plaster featuring Puglie. The alliteration works. It's meant to be. I need that lychee Puglie. OMFG. Butai, did I ever show you the strawberry coin bag that I made? Oh, by the way, I ordered the No Thanks I'm Vegan shirt from TKO. I couldn't resist. Oh my god. Oh my god. If you are comfortable with it, please share it on Instagram or Twitter. I would love to see it. Like, even after the game, the Puglie team, like Zen and my friends, were all like, this is so, there are so many layers to this shirt. No, I didn't see the Straub coin bag. Okay, let me switch over real quick to not me zoomed in. But alright. Let me not rip my ears out. This handful has to have it. Yeah, there we go. So this is actually Peggy's favorite coin bag that she stole from me years ago. But I did a small restock of them. And it's the Puglie Strawberry Milk. And then the other side is just like a pattern of strawberry milks. But yeah. So this is actually, this is not literally Peggy's coin bag. She has one herself, but I made a small restock because I personally really like the color pink, especially the one I chose for this, and I like milk cartons, and yeah. Hey, it's not stealing a gift. Okay, Peggy was like, I really like the donut one, and then she was just holding it into her hand for a long time, and I was like, and then she put it back. I gotta make money here. But borrow for many years. And hello, thank you so much for joining along. How are you? Gifted. I'll take it and you can't stop me. God damn it. Will you be bringing back some of the older sticker designs anytime soon? I know you just had a drop of Puglie Palooza, but I can't help myself from asking. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure... Hello, that's my kitchen. I'm not exactly sure how to I guess, organize reopening the vault. But if you want to like send me a tweet or a DM on Instagram with like what sticker or stickers you were having in mind, I've been keeping note of them somewhere. I've been keeping note of them somewhere, and I may not be able to get them like manufactured, but I can make them homemade. And especially with my lamination now and everything, I feel like 98% confident in their quality and just what I can offer. So if you want, definitely just send me a message and I'll see what I can do. I've definitely thought about kind of like having a reopening of the vault event or something, or if I have a themed event for the store, then I'll bring back designs that are relevant to that theme. So, possible. Yay, everyone knows each other. This is fun times. Permanently borrowing, yeah. Oh, also, Peggy, we are apparently all invited to Butai and Rodney's wedding, and the entire table gets to share one Dole Whip sundae in a pineapple. You should do a vote thing for people to choose which things come out of the vault. That's the thing, though. I have so many designs that are technically put in the vault. Like, so many. Thank you, I love you, Butai. No, Peggy, don't trust Butai. She killed her hubby last night. I witnessed it. She was working with the cops. I keep inviting everyone on Twitch. I have no idea how this works logistically. I'm gonna marry the Dole Whip. It's like, Peggy is a borderline, unironically, wanting to get married in the Dole Whip plantation. Is the Dole Whip plantation pretty? Like I've honestly never been, and Peggy, you thought you needed to pay to go into it. So I don't know if you got scammed to go into someone's pineapple garden. Wedding hijacked by unexpected wedding. It's not that pretty. Wait, what? OMG, I was going to ask if you would remake any of the last year's stickers because my Puglie wearing his merch sticker is completely faded. Oh! Yeah, right, because all the ones... yeah, that was before I started lamination. Yeah. That has been on my mind. Honestly, Max Black Cat, that has been on my mind. Maybe for the Twitch event. I'll see how many stickers I end up making for the Twitch event. But yes, definitely for the stickers that I've made before in my homemade stickers. I still like those designs. It was unfortunate that I didn't do enough research with like lamination and all that when I released them first. But yeah, I hope to one day. I really do hope to. It was entertaining though. Pics on the mini train. Oh yeah. So, like, where does the mini train go? Does the mini train take you to various areas of the Dole Whip plantation, or is it just like a circle? And all of the cute pineapple plants. It blew my mind when I found out that pineapples grew from the ground, and they're just like, they're like a staff. Like, you break off the whole pineapple plant and just whack someone with it. More stickers, the better. Oh, I am so terrified of, like, people getting bored of my stickers. Like, I personally love stickers. I love the collectability of them, and this has been one of my failed projects, and failed because my manufacturer just completely ghosted me, and I haven't had the time to do research again. But I've been wanting to come out with a sticker book, and a sticker book as in like a plain book where the sheets inside are just like the kind of like wax paper that you would have, so that you could actually take your stickers off of the them individually and put them in the book, and they wouldn't be like ruined because the sheet itself in the book is meant to keep the adhesive. That's been one of my plans, and it has completely fallen through like since 2 years ago, and I really hope to bring them back sometime because I know I know a lot of you in the chat, staring at you, Peggy and Butai, who hoard stickers in boxes and don't use them for anything. And I personally like using stickers, so I want to be able to do that and provide that for people. So if you collect a lot of Puglie stickers or other stickers from other artists, of course, then you feel you can have them all in one place, but you don't feel like you're using them. Alright. Let's see. What? That was one of my favorite ones because it was a replica of me on conventions with Puglie merch. Oh, yeah, I do really enjoy Puglie at conventions stickers. Like, I really like the designs I made for them, so perhaps I'll bring them back, and I'll bring them back at, like, a slightly discounted rate, so then people that got them before can, like, get them renewed, and it's not, like, costing too much. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm gonna be on the lurk to make dinner, but it's always so great to catch one of your streams. And thank you so much for lurking and for joining and saying hi. Enjoy making your dinner, and hope it turns out delicious. I meant to Google Dole Whip Plantation, or Dole Plantation, but I freaking I read Dole Whip Plantation. Like they're growing ice cream or something. Wait, they do? Yeah. Pineapples grow from the ground. Scrolling through Puglie's Instagram makes me so sad because I missed out on so many sticker designs. I know. Like, there are definitely so much artwork and so many stickers that have been vaulted and are old that I know so many people have missed because obviously there's new people finding Puglie all the time. I'm trying to balance out, like, not reposting too much old stuff, but at the same time being like, hey, to those that are new and joining me, maybe you like, for example, this watermelon Puglie or something. Oh my god, yes, I've been wanting to look into sticker books too. Sticker Hoarder represent. Butai, if I find them, I will let you know. That sounds like such a good idea. Sticker books bring me back to when I was a kid. I never got sticker books as a kid. I think my parents were just like, that's too expensive. Team Use versus Team Hoard, or Team Both. I had to get another Puglie NYCC sticker so that I can finally use the first one I got. Oh my god, Quantinator. Alright, while we're chatting, let me spin this wheel to see what's next. Mex Black Cat, thank you so much for this adorable prompt. I really love it. Puglie swimming in a floaty has been one of my very original designs when I first drew Puglie. I need the one of Poots running and saying I'm late. I'm down to one because I use it for a makeshift phone case design. Oh my god, that's so cute! Is it, you mean like the whole sticker sheets, right? Of the overall, planning? I have 10k points, just another 10k to get a Derply. Another one? Damn it. I should add, like, in brackets, like, not for Peggy. Oh, as Demon Slayer. Alright, I'm gonna do the main character. I'm gonna be honest here, I watched three episodes of Demon Slayer. I think it's a very beautiful anime. I think there's potential that I will like it, but I just wasn't in the mood to watch it. So, I do know the people in there. Let me see what's a good reference for me to pull up. Someone help. Who's the main character of Demon Slayer? Who's the brother? Tanjiro, thank you. Cause alright, I have an idea of drawing Tanjiro with his sister in that box that he carries around. He does carry around his sister in a box, right? This sounds so bad out of context, but I'm probably gonna get the Puglie Frog Cult stickers to decorate my frog's tank. Oh, that'd be so cute! All the frogs are such good frogs. I just finished watching the first season along with the movie, and it was so good. Yeah, in Vancouver, there was a drive-in movie for the for the movie. I should have said that. We had a drive-in event for the movie. The I'm late shirt with toast in his mouth is my favorite right now. Oh, thank you. Oh man, that's such an OG design. Pujiro. I can already imagine it. What's his sister's name? And why can I not find any references to her in like a backpack? Nezuko. Okay. Tanjiro Nezuko. Please show me what I'm thinking about. Like, is it? Was I hallucinating? Like, or do fan artists just draw them together like in a backpack or something? No spoilers, but the movie is prime. Good stuff. There's too many other. Like, would you guys have any idea to figure out Nezuko backpack? Nope, that's literal backpacks. I bawled like a baby. Aw. I like the Demon Slayer movie. Oh, Butai liked the Demon Slayer movie too, right? Me, wow, I'm not gonna cry like everyone. Also me, sobs. Alright, you know what? With Nezuko. I'm just like scrolling through so many references right now. So I know it's a box. Previously it was like a bamboo cylinder. That's pretty close. Alright, I'm gonna wing it and just out myself as like I know nothing about Demon Slayer. Alright, I'll use this reference. No, I need to be able to see his outfit though. Okay. Okay. Let's move these little idiots to the side. And oh, what about just Nezuko in the box? That's so cute. Okay, wait, so the box opens on the side, not from the top. Emergency tissue box. Like, yeah, what if I just drew Puglie like that in a box? Would that be a cop-out? I feel like that might be a bit of a cop-out. Yeah, it's like a door. Okay. Oh, you're smart. Tanjiro carrying Nezuko. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to imagine like what this looks like in my head in terms of Puglie. Alright, let's spit out some shapes and see where this goes. Because I think I still want Puglie in like a 3/4 view. And Putsuko. Putjiro and Putsuko. That's such a good name. Guess that's their name now. I'm so far behind on basically all anime. I don't think I've watched. Oh, I watched. Was it The Way of the House Husband? And that was pretty neat. I was kind of shocked because it wasn't like traditionally animated. It was very it kind of felt like they just took the images out of the manga and did like really limited animation and like moving the images themselves. So I was quite shook by how limited all the animation was, but it was really cute. Knee howdy. Please stream. Don't crash. Don't crash because Nancy's here. And I think that's the most recent anime I've watched. Pretty sure. I feel like there was like a new one that came out in on Netflix too that I was probably interested in, but now I can't recall what it is. Alright, let's see. So Putjiro is walking with, alright, and here's the 3/4 mark, so his thigh is around here. And his little booty and his tail just peeks out a little bit here. Technically it shouldn't be seen at all, but we're doing some artistic license. Or maybe something like Pugjiro carrying the box and the doors open and Pugzuko drops out. Just an idea. Yeah. That's kind of like the idea I was kind of going with. Like something along the lines of like Pugzuko like is peeking around the side of the box or something. Excuse me, I'm a blessing. House Husband, I like that one. Yeah, it was really neat. Kenjiro Tsuda is my favorite voice actor. Oh. Let's see, the stream is now blessed to have 60 FPS, 1 ping. Wow. Oh hey, does that mean we have Chiton x Puglie? So the way we're deciding on what to draw is this wheel. So if it comes up, then I'll draw it. But I guess depending on time, I wanted to do at least 4 today. So we'll see if we get around to it. And let's... So, alright. Puglie has to kind of hold the backpack straps, the box straps, between his neck folds. I sure hope no one that's you know what, I have all you guys here to tell me if this actually looks like what it does in the anime. Alright, and he's holding the strap over here. And let's just lower it a teensy bit. Get to the side over here. There was a gambling anime on Netflix that was trending for a bit. Oh, it was the one about the school, right? It's like really messed up because they all gamble at that school. That one was really good. I watched it when I was still in like the Psycho-Pass mood. And it was like fantastic. Like very dark, very messed up, but just very good. Kakegurui, yeah. There's also a live action one of it, which I think also looks pretty good. But I haven't watched that one yet. And let's see, this box over here, and okay, so that thing is kind of like the coat I'm wearing, kind of splays out like this. How does clothing work? Who knows? Just making it up as I go. Let's have it flow down more this way, and not get caught in a tangent. And have his neck fold be there so it helps trim the coat. It's a live action version of the anime. Kenjiro is also the live action actor. Oh, okay. Wow, that's neat. Yeah, no, lately I've just been, not very much in the mood for anime. I've gotten back into watching, they're not documentaries, but they're kind of informative shows on YouTube on, like, what happened with this game company, or I'm back to watching playthroughs of horror games. And there's this really, really good YouTube channel called, their acronym is SHN. And it stands for, like, I don't think it stands for Super Horror Network. But the S stands for something, and then it's called Horror Network. And it's basically this guy that does no commentary, perfect playthroughs of horror games. So you get to see the game in full, all in one video. So like his videos are the length of the game itself, as a perfect playthrough. He never dies. He never gets a game over. He gets all the bonus things like the story and all that, and it's amazing to me. But also I get to see the completion of a horror game without actually having to play it, because I would never play a horror game. They're terrifying. And let's see, so here's the box, and it opens up as a door on the side. And let's just have tiny Pugsicle. Oh, like she's peeking around the wall. There we go. I haven't watched too much anime, but my friend is trying to get me into it. There's so much, and it really depends on like what you're in the mood for. Putsujiro and Alzuko. Oh, that's smart. Okay, this is Ollie now. Okay, perfect. This is perfect. I love those names. But yeah, there's just so much anime out there in various like art styles and just like themes and topics and stuff. And it really depends on what you're in for. Yeah, I need to look up what the box looks like a bit later. I think it's just two bars here, right? Maybe something like that. All right, let's finish off the rest of this. This outfit is kind of like a priest. I like the schoolboy outfit, where it's black with that white, and not even that. It needs to be kind of like over here, so then the white shows through. and curve it so it's kind of in line with Puglie's face. And then 3 big buttons. And a belt. Wait, oh my god. Wait, oh. Instead of the bamboo mouthpiece, it should be a snack. What? Oh, what snack though? What snack would be, like, would fit them? Because I was totally ready to do the bamboo mouthpiece. Just with, like, the jowls over it. Alright. To simplify this a little bit, I'm just going to make, I say simplify, but then I'm like looking at him like, wait a minute. Okay, kind of like this maybe? And little feetsies. Oh man, it's so small. I don't know if I'm gonna fit all the details. Oh, maybe I will. Because he has like flared out, like those flared out pants. So give him enough room for those pants. So cute. Stan, my pug, will be sending you an invoice for my assistance. He accepts snacks. Bless. Your consultation fee in Puglie Matters is snacks. Alright, so that's one button really tall up there on the collar. And then another button right here. It's coming out like a snowman. And third button over here. Perfect. Rice cracker, churro, fish crackers, donut? I don't know, I don't watch anime. Pizza slice. Huh. What looks like that? That, like, is still on theme with the anime. That's my biggest thing. If I do, like, a spin on something, I need it to at least kind of, like, make sense in their world. Alright, got the ears first, and then got the anchor. Alright, let me see how this hair does. How hair do. Okay, you're right. Keep the bamboo thing. Their parents always made rice crackers for him and his siblings. Oh. I will... What do the rice crackers look like? Like, are they the circular ones? Alright, and... Oh, his eye can't be too big. I clearly drew his face too small, that's why. Alright, let's enlarge this a little bit. Yeah, I think they were circular. Okay. I'll see. I'll see how it looks. Because I might just default to the bamboo thing just because it's more on track with their character. And it will stand out a lot more interesting on Puglie. Sorry, not Puglie, Ollie. So definitely one of the issues with Ollie is that, at least in my opinion, from a design point of view, it's hard to gravitate towards him because, he's just like mono colored, like he's just one color, which is all black. Whereas the reason why I super enjoy Fawn Pugs is because they have like the markings at least, so it makes them stand out a little bit more. So at least to me, I feel like Ollie needs more color, like something more added to him. Looks so good already. Ah, thank you. Just gotta, let's see, his eyebrows. I don't need him to have angry eyebrows. He can just be normal Puglie eyebrows. And one of the issues with Puglie's line art is, or one of the issues with coloring black using Puglie's style is that his line art is not black. His line art is a dark reddish brown. It's actually a very saturated reddish brown. So Ollie's color is actually a off brown gray, and it's actually pretty light. But I have to make him look like a black pug, at least against the line art color, while still making him and his features visible. I keep saying him, but honestly, Ollie is they and them, so gotta fix that sometime. Fawn Pugs are the best, but Black Pug Glitter is better than Fawn Pug Glitter. Yes, absolutely. Nazuko's hair has pinkish red ends. Oh my god, at my store, a customer had an all-white pug that looked like a grumpy old man, and he was only a puppy. His name was Ralph. Oh my god, that's so sweet. Oh, I love when pugs just already look like grumpy old potatoes. Alright, let's have him looking up a little bit. And, alright, hair time. So, his hair is all slicked back, which is honestly one of my cruxes. Drawing all slicked back hair feels so difficult to me because I don't want to make it look like there's too much hair at the front, but at the same time it's like, oh, he can't be just clear-cut bald. Her hair is so interesting. Okay. Maybe I'll have more of all Zuko's hair flowing out. Alright, and the strands are kind of like really tapered to his head. And I'm just gonna erase this bit. Leave a little for the brain to imaginate. And he has like a strand that's just before his ear. Not as long, but just want this to be a little bit thicker. That's why you can't go into pet stores, because if you do, there's a 90% chance you'll walk out with a new dog. Yeah. Uh, well, actually, luckily for us, pet stores have banned selling dogs and cats in their pet stores. If you see, at least if you see a cat there, it's for adoption. Which I'm really grateful for, because honestly speaking, whenever I went into pet stores and I saw dogs there, especially after I owned a dog, I felt so sad. I really didn't like seeing dogs or like puppies in pet stores, especially when they're behind like the tiny glass cages and children are just walking up to it like banging on the glass or whatever, and I just felt so depressed. It made me really upset, and it makes me really sad because after owning dogs especially, like I know how loving and needy they are, and they deserve so much of the world. And to see them just so, I guess, just so confused and alone behind like a glass cage, doesn't do me right. So like back then, like Peggy still liked going into pet stores to look at cute dogs, because of course there's still cute dogs and pets, but after about like a couple of minutes, she knew like I would want to go because I wouldn't be able to stand it. It'd make me too sad. And I gotta say, like some parents really don't teach their kids like how to respect animals and their habitats. Like I don't understand how a parent can see their child like smacking on a glass window or something with a living thing behind it, terrifying it or freaking it out, and be like, haha, that's so cute. Like, how? What? Why is that cute? Like, is your child terrifying another living creature that's defenseless, like, really that cute? I don't know. Just bystander things. Okay, so my husband was trying to be nice and got me an Ollie t-shirt from a sketchy site, thinking it was all the same. Ollie was more red than brown. It was awful. Oh, man. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that's, I cannot guarantee the quality of sites that you might buy unofficial Puglie and Ollie stuff from. So sorry. I hope he didn't spend too much money on it. I mean, chances are he shouldn't have. Alright, how does this hair work? Alright, a little flick over here. I'm not sure if this would be too complicated, but if you add Tanjiro's earrings as well... Oh, okay, I see his earrings. Okay, I got it. I can do that after I figure out how this hair flows. I gotta admit, like, slick back hair is one of the hardest versions of hair I always have issues drawing. And actually, this might be easier if my reference that I'm looking at is actually 2D, but no, I'm looking at a 3D reference. I'm looking at like a figurine of them. NY is banning the sale of puppies and kittens. Majority of them come from puppy mills. Yeah, exactly that too. Like so many pet stores come from, so many animals, like especially dogs and cats, come from puppy mills, and it's horrendous. When our province banned the sale of dogs and cats in pet stores, there were so many cases that came out of abandoned puppy mills, and our adoption shelters were just packed with rescues from these puppy mills in like various states of health that were all awful, and it was just so heartbreaking. And these people have like no respect for animal lives. They have no conscience whatsoever. So obviously they don't care about the well-being of these animals. I mean, it's easy enough for them to just abandon it and be like, well, I'm not making any money anymore. So it's disgusting. It really is. And I got to meet a woman that volunteers at a shelter in Los Angeles. And I was talking about how I was so prepared. I'm so prepared, and yet I'm also not, for the headlines to start coming out about shelters getting an influx of pets being abandoned because people realize now that, like, oh, they have to go back to work, or oh, they can travel now. And what do you mean it costs money to look for boarding for your pet, or you know, you have to find someone to take care of your pet while you're away? And she was telling me that it's already happening in LA, like in California. So many dogs and cats, especially the big dogs, are being given up because people are just like, well, he's not cute anymore, he's not tiny anymore, he's so big, I can't take care of him, I need to travel with my friends and blah blah blah. So bye, this is your problem now. And it's just like, a lot of people ask me why I don't get a pug. Why don't I get a pug right now? And I know a lot of people ask this in good nature, but time and time again, I have to explain what I go through in my responsibility as a pet owner, in that I travel for business. I travel so much for business, and not only that, but Puglie takes up a lot of my time. So even if owning a pug is very it's like very easy, they're very lazy, I know they just love resting next to you and stuff, I can't in good conscience always drop off my pug at like my parents' house, or say like a friend's house, and I'll be gone for a week, 2 weeks, maybe even a month. I don't want to be that kind of pet owner. So I know a lot of people are always just like, oh, why don't you get a pug? Like, obviously they know I live like alone and I have a job and stuff like that, but it's like, well, this is the reason why. I want to be responsible, and I want to give them all the love that I can give. And obviously I don't want to stress it out by, you know, having it travel with me. I think some of them didn't plan to have kids, and when they got kids, things happen. I mean, also fair, but at that point, it's also your responsibility then to become a parent. Or if you can't, then unfortunately there are other ways to go about it. But just because you didn't plan to become a parent doesn't mean you are then absolved of teaching this thing that is in the world now, like how to be a good, responsible human being, a compassionate human being. His hair does not make sense. And I feel like it's because of this curl right here that I'm gonna raise up. I don't know how people look at hurt and sick animals and feel zero sympathy. Yeah, some people, honestly. Oh man, I feel like I sacrificed a lot over the years for my dogs. Emmy, hello! Thank you so much for joining along! And yeah, like, there are a lot of sacrifices. Like, when my family dogs were still alive, my parents, like, my entire family couldn't take a family trip together because we couldn't find people to look after them. Or, like, we didn't want to leave them in some kind of, like, I guess they're called boarding facilities or whatever. And, you know, we didn't want to bother friends and whatnot, so oftentimes it would actually be me who stuck back and didn't travel with my family for, like, their vacations and stuff, because I'd be taking care of the dogs. And even while my mom was traveling, like, our dogs were like her babies, so she'd still be concerned, and she'd be like, oh, how are they doing? Are they eating and stuff? And I'd be like, they're fine. They've lost some weight since you've been gone, like, in a good way. you're welcome. But yeah, it's that kind of responsibility that I always keep in mind. Like, and also, especially since losing my dogs last year, or like my family dogs, I think I need some time to recover before getting another one, because man, that hurts. That just rips your heart apart. Holidays are usually when it's an influx of senior animals because they're boring and don't have enough energy anymore. Oh no. That makes me so sad. People definitely don't realize the money that goes into them and time. I think my life revolves around my pets. Yeah, Emmy, after you kind of listed out like all the pets you've had in your life, I'm like, wow, that's a lot. But that's so sweet. And I'm sure they've all given you so much love and just neat experiences. You can borrow Stan. He's a great micromanager. Yeah, some people, especially at the pug meetup that I went to over the weekend, was like, you can borrow our pugs, and I was like, very tempted. Very tempted, but I just want to be there to pet them, honestly. I just want to pet them and hug them, and then I'll get no work done, and that's gonna be a concern. Alright, and that's Tanjiro's earrings. And I remember there was like a huge controversy with them because they look like the rising sun or something. And then they got changed into flowers. Somehow. I gotta look up his earrings. Okay. Alright. Unless you get an older dog, always assume that getting a dog is a several year commitment. Yeah, absolutely. And even then, like, an older dog, like, even though it's not many years, it's in a way a bigger commitment because there's so much more responsibility and needs for these older dogs. But they still have so much love to give, and dogs are just so sweet and wholesome for this world. Like, no matter what you do, almost undoubtedly they'll always love you, and it's just we really, really don't deserve them. But I'm glad they are here in our lives. Okay, and then it's like that. Okay, hopefully that looks good enough. I am in a not good living situation, nor do I have the time to own an animal either, so I completely understand. I have my pug name picked out for either a boy or a girl though. Aw, Mex Black Cat, what are their pug names? People also don't properly introduce dogs to babies, so things happen and then they just give up the dog. Exactly! Like, you can barely tell your baby to, I don't know, like, stop crying, stop grabbing those things, stop throwing up on things, you know? And if you know your dog is finicky, like my older dog, as she got older, was just a lot less patient, and she had a couple of like ailments. Like, she would feel pain like in her paws and stuff. She wouldn't be too happy a lot of the times because she was in pain, and we would always keep a hyper focus on my nieces, because one of my nieces especially, they love dogs. They see this thing and they want to grab it. It looks like a toy to them. And we'll have to make sure they're gentle, or we're just watching very closely, or we're actually holding their hand and like showing them like, this is how gentle you're supposed to touch them. And if at any point the niece looks like she's gonna come at them aggressively, we stop them immediately, and we like separate them, and we make sure the dog is in a just like relaxed and comfortable. And then a lot of these people that are pet owners are just like, oh yeah, look how funny the baby is interacting with this dog and like yanking on its ear. Like, what? I just don't understand. I really don't understand. I also had to play dog sitter for the family. Yeah. Next New York Comic Con, we are going to organize a pup meetup. Oh my god. Please. Please. If New York Comic Con allowed some kind of like dog area, that'd be so sweet. Yeah, I wish more people, like people in general, not just parents, understood that these are living creatures, loving creatures. But they also have their limits, and they don't understand when they're like, you know, when they're being yanked on or something's coming at them really fast. They might not understand the context of it. And you have to, as the responsible, hopefully knowledgeable human being, the adult in the situation, understand the circumstances of everything around you and be like, okay, we need to make sure that this is a good environment. I think my pets have collectively kept me sane. Haru Bird keeps me from getting lonely when the fiancé is at work. Oh, he's such a great work companion. And then at night, he'll whisper, "What you doing?" and then freak you out and keep you on your toes. But yeah, when I had Pixel over at my apartment when I was bird sitting, she was a good companion. There were times when, you know, I just wish there was complete silence, especially while streaming, and she would scream. But she had her adorable times. She had her nice times. Alright, that's... Woo! Cosmo Joe, thank you so much for putting along. I really appreciate it. Welcome to Puglie. We are just talking about pet ownership and the frustrations of human beings. Welcome to this very wholesome stream. I adopted an old lady kitty a few years ago and gave her the best last years of her life, and it hurt so bad when she left us. But I'm glad we rescued her. That is so sweet. I mean, you are so strong for adopting a elderly pet. I want to do that. Like, hopefully one day I'll be able to like settle down and be comfortable like financially, and also just rescue a lot of like a small handful of senior pets that work well together and just give them a really nice remainder of their life. But oh my god, I don't know if I'll survive that, because again, when my dogs left last year, it was heartbreaking. I cried. I broke down crying 3 times that day when the first dog passed away, and it would come, like, I would think I'd be fine like after the first cry, and I'm like, okay, I'm okay. And then I would start thinking about like memories, or start thinking about like, did we give her enough love and stuff like that, and then I start crying again. And even till this day, there are times when I miss them so much, and even though I know we gave them so much love and such a great spoiled life, it just never felt like we did enough. And perhaps that's the effect of dogs, right? Like, they have so much to give in their tiny, tiny little bodies. At least my dogs were tiny. They have so much joy and love to give, and I can only hope that they knew how much we loved them, even if we annoyed them. Like one of my dogs um didn't like kisses a lot, like when people like kissed her head or like the side of her ear or something, but I'm just like, I love you so much, please love me back. Toby or Penny for your pugs, that's so cute. Penny the pug, welcome to pet trauma therapy. Oh, I also love that too. Like a couple years ago, I think, when I was at the airport and we were my girlfriend and I were walking to our boarding area. We walked past these couple of ladies with these dogs, and it turns out it was this whole not system, like organization or group or something, where they just had these dogs. They were basically emotional support dogs, and they were for people that were nervous about getting on planes or nervous about flying. And if you were sitting in your boarding station, walking or pacing around because you were nervous and you saw these dogs, it was totally okay for you to just like sit down and pet them. And they were so sweet, and they were all like big dogs, and they were just so sweet. Like it was I think it was like a golden retriever, like one or two golden retriever. And I love the idea of emotional support dogs because they give all pets, all really open, friendly pets can give so much emotional support. My younger dog is very anxious in crowded areas, so we have to keep a close eye on her and warn people not to pet her or be very careful. Yeah, I mean, at least you do the due diligence, right? To do that and to, hopefully warn other people like, hey, my dog's not exactly friendly, or my dog's just really scared, and I would really appreciate it if you gave them some space. Our pug mix was surrendered because the kid was being too mean, so their loss our gain. Oh, I mean, I'm really glad. I'm really glad they got to live in a better home with you. They're absolutely their loss, but oh man, I just could have been a teaching moment for your kid, but no, instead just take away, just give up the dog, which honestly, better for the dog. At least, at least your little baby got a happy ending with you guys. The area around Habit Center is more built out, and I think there's a dog park nearby now. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, make it like a post-con event, and I will make my way there slowly as I limp from standing all day. And then I'll get my energy resurged from being close to dogs. Though, unfortunately, usually when the con ends, it's like nighttime already. Yeah, I need to cinch up this neck roll a bit. And I just want to make this like so, and here's the jowl, so ears are around here. Oh man, one of my dogs is getting very old. We have weekly conversations with the vet when it's time to let her go. She's on so much painkillers at the moment. Oh no. I mean, I hope even when like she's on this many painkillers, overall her quality of life is still really good and she's really happy, but yeah, that's so tough. You know what, this is too small of a mouth for this big of a head. Oh, and that should be cut off. Okay. Move this down a little bit. Increase the size of the jowl. The mouth. Well, I'll message with you before we confirm the details since I'm one of the main organizers for the meetup. Yes, please. Please. Hopefully I'll go back to New York Comic Con when it's safe, and hopefully I'll have time to go pet some dogs. I'm so excited. Like this last weekend, on Saturday, I went to a very small local pug meetup called Vancouver Pug Meetups, and it was so joyous. Like at first it was awkward. I feel like it's always awkward for me because I don't own a pug, and I'm at a pug meetup where everyone there, even though it was small, like owns a pug, and I'm like, I feel like an imposter. And I finally worked up the courage to walk up to this owner, who has a pug, a really old pug named Nola, and she's just the sweetest looking pug. Like, she's so rolly. Let me see if I can pull up a picture real quick. She's so rolly. She's so, like, she's 11 years old, and she was just so chill, and I love her. Like, she had these beady eyes and everything, and I was just so happy to see her. So I finally worked up the courage to walk up to them, and like obviously like I'm masked up and everything, but it's still like COVID's still a thing, obviously, and I totally understand if some people are uncomfortable, but I figured I'll just try anyway. So I went up to the owners and asked if I may pet their pug, and they enthusiastically said yes. And then I got to pet so many pugs, and I was so happy. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Let me just switch to this real quick. So, oh, I don't know what I just did, but nope, not that. There we go. Switch to this real quick, and look at her. Look at her, she's so good. She is double coated, so she's like extra rolly and fluffy. But look at her, she's so good. And then here's me experiencing pure joy while petting her. I don't know if my camera will ever focus. I don't think Mac webcams are supposed to focus at all. But she was so happy. I love her. Ah. She was so great, and that was like the best weekend of my life. I was just so happy. Let's see. It's so hard to tell if she's happy. She's losing ability to use her back legs. She still loves walks and eating, but she needs to be in a wheelchair during walks, and it gives her pain. So sad seeing her wanting to do things but can't. My heart, Emmy, my heart. That is so sad. Like, that joy that she still loves to eat and walk. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I hope she's still overall okay, and I hope when the time comes it will be kind, and it will be certain. Like, there's no question about it. Or, you know, hopefully when the time comes, it will just be peaceful. But, I don't know, I think losing a pet, it's never going to be easy. I had a friend earlier on in that year who lost her dog, and he just suddenly passed in his sleep. Like, he was pretty old too, but he just passed. And that was, like, devastating, obviously, because she didn't see it coming. No one saw it coming. Meanwhile, for us, my older dog suffered a seizure, and then we were notified that from then on, her seizures were going to be permanent. Like, she would get seizures often throughout the rest of the remainder of her life. And they'll be uncontrollable and scary for her, and it'll just be a bad time. And meanwhile, my other dog actually just passed away because blood vessel in her head blew, because she was already having some organ failure or like some anomaly with her organs before, and she was doing a lot of like tests and checkups before, and yeah, she passed in that way. So I don't think either of their passings in any way were kind, and that really broke my heart. So I hope for your old little baby, when the time comes, it will be a peaceful and very kind one. I think it's probably the lesser of two evils. You need to make a Puglie themed dog treats to hand out to pugs. Oh, one day. Food is definitely an iffy point. Sorry, I always end up raining on people's parades often, especially when it comes to suggestions, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm just saying, oh yeah, I'll do it one day, and then I just like don't. I want to give you guys the most honest response as to why things might not come out, and what goes through my head. And food is always an iffy response because there's so many regulations with that, and of course I would have to collaborate with either like maybe a local dog treat company or like someone, you know, that's trusted and has repertoire or something like that, and that is a whole other hill to climb up on. But definitely, if I were to source dog treats on my own, I would not trust myself, because there would be so many licenses that I would probably have to get to be like, hey, this is safe for your dog, and this is safe because I'm pretty sure I went through the right licenses, you know? So yeah, just things I always think about immediately. Just, it's like the business side, the legal business side of my brain that always shuts down the fun part. Bring your squishy Puglie with you. I'll just bring the Puglie plushie and be like, hello, this is my pug, and then I'm gonna get the police called on me, like, immediately. I used to be known as the crazy pugless girl. When I finally adopted a pug, our friends joked, congrats, you're no longer the pugless weirdo. That's gonna be me one day. That's gonna be me. And then, like, everyone that follows me, Puglie, is gonna be like, wow, you finally did it! Oh, right, I think... Oh, right, and her hair. I gotta say, this is the most detailed prompt I've done. And I feel like maybe one more after this, and I'll probably call it a day just for my hunger levels and stream time. And let's see, it's like a side part in a way. And okay, and if you're looking like this, it's not. Oh, that looks so stupid. It's so interesting how they render hair in this anime, because it's like ribbons almost. Like the ends are kind of flat cut in a way. At least for this figurine, there's really interesting ways they end her hair. And these crevices from the forehead blend into the hair. And let's give that nice flow, that like nice anime style cut. Yes, Nola is so chunky. Oh my god. Wild Ravens, thank you so much for renewing your subscription. Happy 3-month anniversary. I really, really appreciate this. Thank you. And I hope you've been doing well. Ooh, I'm gonna head off to stream. Talk to you later. Have a lovely rest of the stream. Emmy, thank you so much for joining along. Have a great rest of your stream, and hope you have tons of fun with your fans over there. I love Doug the Pug and his costume so much. I get his calendars every year, and one year there was a QR code to a video for every month. That is so cute and so smart. Wow. Man, Doug the Pug just really does so much. I'm so happy to see him. And he's also the voice of Monchi in Mitchell's versus the Machines, which I thought was really cool. Get that authentic pug sound. Why do I get the feeling that if you ever gets a pug, our Twitter feeds will be flooded with pug pictures? Probably not. I would keep Puglie still very much on brand. And I would probably keep my pug life, like at least on my personal. All right, let's see. The sleeves keep getting caught. These luscious, luscious sleeves. And let's at the other side of this. Oh, you know what? You technically shouldn't be able to see much of the ear because of the hair. There we go. That looks a lot more natural now. Alright, and I'm gonna add a little indent or crevice over here just to give it more shape. It's a more interesting way to go. I'm still the pugless weirdo. It's okay, Max Black Cat. Together, we are the pugless weirdos. Or maybe make a small batch of stickers and give them out to pug owners you meet. Maybe a badge or something that says Puglie Pug approved. I did that actually. So I brought some Puglie stickers. I made sure they were packaged up, so they weren't just free and around, rolling around. And I gave them out to the pug owners, so that hey, I'm not a complete weirdo. I really, really like pugs, and this is my pug. And at least it seemed like they were all very amused by Puglie, so I was really grateful. Alright, and what is this? Okay, I need to look up Nezuko's, oh, actually, let me finish any kind of sleeves that she has. Okay, and what's this headband thing she has? I know brands and manufacturers that you can work with for treat production. Ooh, I will hit you up about that when I'm ready to invest in it. Or hopefully maybe when things open up and there are more meetups so that I can actually use them. Let's see. What's a little bow thing? It's a tied ribbon. See, this one. Okay, yeah. And it's just on one of her strands. Okay. And let's cinch this up because it is a ribbon. So that makes more sense. And the way it's drawn, it's very angular, so... There we go. I still have to do a Puglie anime fan art series. I have never released the Promare stickers and posters that I made, or I didn't make the poster yet. I want to make them into a poster because I was really happy with how they came out. Still haven't made them. Just never got around to planning them. Always time. All right. Okay, I'm gonna call this done. This is probably the most detailed prompt that I've done. Not even probably. This is actually the most detailed prompt that I've done. And I think I'm gonna try to squeeze one more in so it doesn't look so sad that I've only made 2. You know what? All in all, I think it came out pretty well. Now I'm just imagining you walking up to the pug meet with a Puglie plush being dragged by a leash. That is actually very much how it's gonna be. Doing good, taking care of Pug. Ah, so good. Question, I'm looking at the Poot rewards, and what's modify a single emote? Yeah, so if you press that, so say like the Puglie Puggers, right? It looks like that. If you modify it, then you can like switch it onto its side or add sunglasses to it or something like that. It's kind of like just a funny quirk, I guess. But you're still basically pasting an emote. Oh, Vixen, thank you so much for putting along. Really appreciate that. Hold on. Oh yeah, you can make it rainbow? Like give it a rainbow fan or something? Is there an approximate timeline of when the Puglie Palooza orders will ship out? I am aiming... I think realistically speaking, also because I also forgot I had a stream today. Like yesterday, I literally was like, oh wait, today's Tuesday. Oh wait, tomorrow's Wednesday. Oh wait, tomorrow's Wednesday. Like that was literally me last night. So I think realistically speaking, it will be Monday. Will be the earliest it ships out, but for sure it will be Tuesday. Like I won't go past Tuesday. After the stream, I'm gonna start getting everything together and working on it, and hopefully it will come out ASAP. Alright, this is Demon Slayer. And then I'll quote the anime. So yeah, I am enlisting the help of my girlfriend to come and pack shop orders with me. So hopefully we'll get it done fast and get it out fast also. Alright, last one for today. Let us spin the wheel. Oh, whoops. It didn't, sorry about that. I think I forgot to put on the setting that it will delete the previous prompt. Alright, got those removed. Let me apply wheel changes. I mean, honestly, I could have just spun again, but here we go. Puglie eating a churrasco. I had to look up what a churrasco was. It's a meat skewer. I think that's like Mexican? Churrasco. Don't allow. Like, it looks like skewers to me, but they also just look like fillets. Churrasco steak? Huh. Oh, it's Brazilian. Okay. For the ease of Puglie eating this, perhaps I'll put it on a skewer for grilled skirt steak. Alright. Last one for today. And Puglie eating the steak. Let's switch it up to red this time. Do a quick. So he's looking down, eating the steak. And he has his mouth full. And there's just going to be a slice of that steak dangling down. And it seems like most of these are cooked kind of medium rare in the middle. It's like medium rare over there. And I want little, let's see. Right would be knife, left would be fork. There we go. And let's stick this fork in. It's like a children's fork. It's like so big, and there's only 3 prongs. And just a tiny little knife. There we go. And gotta get his snowman body up in there. But of course, Puglie's sitting to enjoy his meal. Like so. And his little tails over here. And let's give him a whole plate of that delicious, delicious steak. I don't think I've ever been to a Brazilian restaurant. I know we have a couple here in Vancouver. Well, one, I've never been to one, and then I never went to order takeout from one during the pandemic. I think I'd be curious to check it out. I think my parents once saw, like, this Brazilian buffet restaurant that, like, served steak. And they were super interested in it, also because they said it looked really cheap. So I'm like, alright then. I mean, I'm sure a buffet is not, like, a good measure of, like, place's cuisine, but well, I guess we'll try out their worst first, and then we'll get to experience their best later. Alright, and looks like they always slice this up. Alright, let me create that 3D shape. erase that out so it fits there. There are slices of the steak. Let's color that in slightly for the redness. Let's give Puglie a really fancy plate, like one of those like wooden. It's like a log cut. And then it kind of looks like there's always a side of like a little dish of either a sauce or a dip or something, garnish. It's like green on the inside. So, and you know what? This is a really, I mean, all the pictures in this Google image look super delicious. So, Puglie's just really happy with that. Alright, let's draw his ears over here. I went to Casa Brazil restaurant here in the UK and had half a pineapple filled with Mediterranean vegetables, and wow, was it huge. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious for people that aren't me. But that sounds so good. Did you try anything else, or was it just that massive pineapple? Were you shook by the size of that pineapple when it finally arrived to your table? Alright, and so... And Puglie's just so happy eating this. Gonna increase the brush size so it's easier to just draw the eyes. I gotta stop drawing right to left. Always off kilter. Like so. And let's, of course, give Puglie his little eyebrows. Oh, and he's so happy to be eating this. It was really nice, but wasn't able to eat it all. It was too filling and had stuff from the self-serve bar. Lots of different salads. Wow. I mean, filling's good. Were you able to get it, I guess, to go? Do people in UK do that? Like a to-go box or anything? Because I know when I went to Europe, like, to-go was not a thing. It was either you finish your food or, like, they just throw it out. Like, you don't take it away with you. And that super bewildered me. Because I'm like, this kind of seems like a waste of food. Like, I can eat it later. I can heat it back up myself. I wonder why that is. Like, I wonder why asking for things, like, not finishing your food and then asking for it to go is, like, not a thing. Melvin, hello. Thanks so much for joining. Or, thanks so much for joining at the tail end. I'm gonna finish off this sketch, and then we're probably gonna raid someone. I'm gonna see if I can find Just a little random small artist to check out. Thank you so much for joining. Dang it. It's like 8:30 for you. Did you just finish dinner? I finished a while ago, was just chilling. All good. Thanks so much for joining, though. I hope you've been doing well. I think I'm still seeing like updates from the RC racers and everything. There was a time in Australia where it wasn't allowed because they said there was a potential for legal cases if someone got sick. That is so wild. Like I don't know. I guess I grew up in North America, right, like Canada, and it was just a thing. So I would have never imagined it would be the like restaurant's responsibility if you got sick. Like, I would imagine it's their responsibility if if you didn't eat in the restaurant first and you just got this to go and then you got food poisoning or something, right? Like, that would make more sense. But if you already ate like half of it or 3/4 of it and you just you want to take the rest to go, and then you you go home, you heat it up or cook it up, and then it makes you sick. It's like, that's kind of on you. Like if you didn't heat it up properly or something. Oh yeah, haha, yeah. My buddy's been updating it. Oh, good stuff. Are you still into all the RC stuff? I've been dueling frogs during stream, and now they have a knife. They always end up with a knife. It's definitely a place worth to go to. My kid's tucked into the last of it. Otherwise, I would have asked to take it home with me. But yeah, there's still places that won't let you have a box to take your uneaten food with, which doesn't make sense as you paid for the food. Yeah, also that. We've moved past it, and it's pretty common to get it to go now. They charge you for the plastic containers, and that's it. Yeah, I think that's totally fair. I mean, in North America still, they don't charge for to-go boxes and stuff. I think I've only been to very few places that are just like, oh, it's like an extra 10 cents for the box, and it's like, yeah, sure, like, understandable, it's the cost of the material in the business. Yeah, I think that's totally fair. I'm glad that it's like a thing of the past now, because definitely, like, it's a waste of food. If you were only able to eat half of it, but you want a taste of it, and then you just want to take it and eat it at home a bit later, have it for lunch tomorrow, just makes sense. And yeah, you paid for the food. Still into the hobby, just can't really do much since the track we normally go to is closed. How's the car life for you? Oh, let's see, so I bought Dan's old Honda Civic Si, which was his friend's. It's going okay. I'm very amused driving manual. My one issue is that the SI requires premium gas, and the gas prices in Vancouver right now for regular alone is $1.56 on average. Like, if it goes to $1.49, that's a good day, and everyone's filling up. My last fill up for premium was $1.73. So it's a painful hobby. Ouch, it's about $1.30 regular here. Oh man. Those are dream prices, but yeah, it's also getting up there too. Like for you guys. Alright, I feel like done. Let me test. Test like a bib or some sort. Because, eating steak, you might get messy. Who knows? Just like salivating all down your bib. And if this is a bib, I'm just gonna make a little, see if I can make a little cow silhouette over here. Just to, you know, show off that you are eating something beef related. Got a little nostrils, and voila! I think that's pretty decent for a silhouette. Good enough. Kind of looks like a spider, but we'll work with it. Yeah, maybe I'll just do this instead. Bit better. All right, and this is what was this again? What was it called? Churrasco. Puglie eating a churrasco. There we go. All right. It was 80 to 90 last summer or something, and I haven't seen in forever. Yeah, oh man, last summer was beautiful. It was 2 digits. It was like I was able to fill up gas on like 85 or something, and wow, like I paid $30 for a fill up. That I haven't seen that price in my lifetime, basically. Except for like when I was in elementary school, and my parents complained about the gas prices every year as I was growing up. Gas is $3.50 in the United States, but like, what does that to us though? Melvin, do you know? Because I know the U.S. calculates it differently. Because we are what, per gallon, and I think the U.S. is per liter. Let's see. U.S. gas to Canadian gas calculator. So $3.50 a gallon is 112 a liter. Yeah. So I mean, it might still be considered high for you guys. Yeah, so it's $3.5 a gallon is 1.12 dollars per liter, which is still lower than both of us in Canada. I mean, like, with USD conversion, it would be higher, I guess, but yeah, it's getting high up there all around, and it sucks. As much as I love the control of driving manual cars, personally, I think the most sustainable way outside of biking or public transit would be to get an electric car, or a hybrid even. But yeah, it's just, adult life is hard. Driving life is hard. Alright, let me line up all the Puglies we drew today. Got Puglie in a floaty, Puglie enjoying a churrasco, and Puglie enjoying a churrasco is so tiny compared to the other ones. And Demon Slayer Puglie. It's almost like Puglie in a floaty is looking up at the Demon Slayer Puglie. Okay, you win. I mean, I'm sure even for you, like, it's considered high, right? Compared to what you're used to. So I think we are all hurting, no matter what. Adult life, it's just, there's no winning with this. Car life, there's no winning. It's just, you drive for the convenience and the enjoyment, and that's about it. Whew. But anyways, this has been a 2.5-hour stream, which is pretty much around the time when I call it a day. I guess while we're here, if anyone's interested in joining in a raid just to say hi to someone, just to peek into another amazing artist, please, if you would like, continue watching, and I guess a really quick thank you to everyone here and to all the subscribers that are over on the screen right here. And I hope you guys enjoyed the Request a Sketch stream and all of Puglie Palooza. Can't wait to buy Pujiro and Ozuko. Soon. I promise. One of these days, I'll have like just a flurry of anime fan art Puglies, and we'll go from there. Thank you for the stream, Puglie. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for being here, Butai. I was actually kind of expecting you to be streaming right now. For all of you here, thank you so much for joining. Happy Puglie Palooza. I hope you enjoy the rest of the Puglie Palooza event. Happy Pride. And let's see. Oh, Carmen's actually doing art today. And I can finally get her back. Alright, let's start a raid. Let's hope nothing of mine explodes in the second while I'm doing this. Save this over. Please, you don't need to show me the preview of the video, Twitch. Just start raid. Start raid. Thanks for the stream. Enjoyed watching you draw the pugs. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad. Unfortunately, not today, but thank you so much always. Butai, of course, you deserve all the support that you get, and you should not be shy. You should own it. Okay, I like how, like, at the end of the stream, always, my internet just decides to destroy itself. Let's try this again. Raid channel. Carmen. There we go. Let's do this. Ooh, she's drawing something like I think she's drawing the Switch. Start raid. Alright, oh. Have a good one, you. Catch up some more soon. Yes! Melvin, thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you being here. Let's catch up sometime soon, and I really hope I can fly my ass over to you someday soon. And we will catch up properly together. And, oh my god, it just keeps doing this. I had you selected. Come on. Come on. I didn't think I needed the happy you were wearing, but as a squishy boo once said, treat yourself. Just do it. Thank you so much. And, oh, I'm already there. Okay, well, I am already there. Trevor, oh my god.